Welcome to GoodNewsBus.com. My name's Shane.
And I'm Julie.
Today we're going to tell you how we transformed a 1995 Amtran International School Bus with the DT466 diesel into a fully operational RV.
And you will get to meet our 7 children.
This is Bus Life with 9. Oh! You guys ready?
Yeah!
All right, let's go.
My name's Isaiah and I'm 12 years old.
Isaiah is our oldest child. He is super creative. He loves making stop motion videos, and he even has his own YouTube channel.
My name is Arwen Good and I'm 11.
Arwen is our second oldest child, and she is a huge help around the house and around the bus. Many times she will surprise us with making homemade, fresh-baked muffins.
My name is Ashton and I'm 9 years old.
Ashton is a whiz at mathematics. In fact, he's 3 grades ahead. He likes to get everybody going, but he's super fun. He loves to play board games and card games, and most of all, he loves to win.
Like I'm wondering what is that up there, Mo? My name's Ethan and I'm 7.
Ethan loves picking flowers, and if there's flowers around, you can be sure there's going to be a large bouquet of flowers sitting on the table in a glass of water. He's also a big thinker and can come up with clever answers to tough questions.
My name is Elisha and I'm 12 years old.
Elisha and Ethan are often mistaken for twins, but they're not twins. Elisha has a super bubbly personality. He is always smiling. He's so cute. The last trip that we went on, he fell in love with fishing. He was down at the dock every single day fishing.
My name's Kiana and I'm 3.
Kira considers herself a little princess. A matter of fact, at times, if you ask her what her name is, she will say, "It's Princess." She's very independent, and I'm pretty sure she thinks that she rules the roost.
Seth just turned a year old. He's kind of lazy, kind of laid back, chubby, adored by everyone, and he literally gets kissed 100 times a day. We have lived in the bus for probably a total of 2.5 years. That's combined time. You know, I think we did 6 months here, 6 months there, and maybe 8 months and whatnot. So it might have been a little bit over 2.5 years.
So we really poured ourselves into how do we want this design. A lot of our time was consumed with research. We were taking a yellow school bus that still had the bus seats in it, and we're transforming that into a fully operational RV. There's things that we had to design it a certain way. You know, there's people that have looked at different pictures of our bus or the video of our bus. They said, well, why didn't you have the kitchen here or the bathroom there? And everything is where it is for a purpose, whether it's because by design that way or whether to keep the plumbing convenient or by placement of where the windows were, because we had to line everything up with where the windows are because we didn't cover them all. So everything was very much thought out. We like doing things together as a family. So when we started the conversion project, it was just natural that everybody wanted to be involved and help out.
When we transition from living in the house to moving into the bus, it usually takes about 2 weeks before we can completely get used to that idea and maybe getting a good and regular routine down. Of course, with a family of 9, you have 18 shoes, and that's if only each person has 1 pair of shoes. What we did is to the right of the door when you come in the bus, we put shelves there that are about the kids' height so they can take off their shoes right when they come in the door and hopefully put them on the shelf.
Where the shoe rack is like a very nice. It's like right by the door. When you come in, you take your shoes off and just slide your shoes right in.
To the left is a cabinet that we keep books and school supplies and computers and whatnot in.
And on the face of that cabinet, we have our inverter control panel. I'm really proud of my air ride seat. You know, the original bus seats, they weren't air ride and they weren't the most comfortable things. So I was really happy to be able to get a new seat and put that in and have it functional. And we completely redid the entire dash. And we are going for that kind of classic car look with the painted metal dash. It turned out really great. All right, right up here we have our rear view camera, and we have a TV screen at the front of the bus, right on the dash, where anything that is going on back here can be viewed from there. So when I'm backing up or whatever, I have a way of seeing what's behind the bus.
And another really neat thing that we did was when you come in the door, above the dash, we put coat hooks, and that just gives a space for the kids to each put their coats, and that keeps that neat and tidy. And it's handy because it's right by the door, and that space usually when we're parked isn't being used for anything anyways. We have cabinetry up above the dash, and that holds board games.
We put the CD player in with 2 6x9 speakers. And as you turn to the left-hand side, you have the full dining area there, cabinetry above that.
When my mom and dad were designing the bus, they made it so the table can turn into a bed for my 2 younger brothers.
I really like that the table turns into my bed.
Okay, you guys ready to make the table into your bed?
Yeah.
All right.
You pull out the latches, pull out the poles, lower the table, then put the mattress and the blankets on. I feel the table.
I've always found that it's very easy to fix certain things on the bus. It's easy to change that fuse or, find things, get to things, because you built it and you know where everything is. Under the dining seats, we have storage. Under the one that's closest to the front door is where our inverter, our battery combiner, and our switching system sits. Our inverter allows us to use our battery supply and it converts it to a 110 voltage. The battery combiner allows the house batteries to charge while the bus is running. It will also charge both the house batteries and the main bus batteries while plugged into shore power. So this right here, this is our shore power. We have the ability to attach 50 amp service here. Right now we only have a 30 amp service, but it will handle up to 50 amp input for our shore power. And then the switching system, if you hook up a generator, it will automatically sense, okay, the voltage is coming from there, and it will switch and send that power where it needs to go.
It's fun. I usually make treats for my dad, and I always make coffees and stuff for him, frappuccinos and different things like that.
Well, I think the thing that was kind of cool about what we did at the bus is we were able to build it to our needs specifically. We have 7 children, and we knew that we were going to need something special. We knew that we were going to need something that provided enough room for all of us.
We have a music ministry, and my husband plays the keyboard and sings, and then I do backup singing. And so it gives us an opportunity to be able to share Jesus through music. And then usually we also share a message. Our testimony is probably one of the most powerful messages. And yeah, we just love doing that. So. The Good News Bus has a really nice kitchen.
I really like the kitchen. It's cute and small, but me and my mom can still make meals and stuff in it, and it's good.
It has a stainless steel stove that has 4 burners, and it has a large oven and broiler. And then you have cabinets up above. You have cabinets on either side of the stove. There is plenty of space in those cabinets for food, enough food to feed a family of 9.
So the framing material we used in the bus to frame these walls is a 2x3 material. It's the same material they use in like a mobile home. And then we covered it with an 1/8 inch paneling. It's a real oak plywood paneling that we covered it with. The upper cabinets and lower cabinets, we used a 3/4 inch oak plywood so that it's, you know, good and sturdy and solid. Then we stained and varnished it all, and it really turned out looking great.
Usually next to the stove we keep our dishes. So up above there we have a place to keep plates and cups and whatnot. So above the stove we have a really nice vent, and it never has a problem with keeping the steam and stuff and vapors coming off of the stove. We also put in a very large sink that is large enough to hold big pots, and it also serves as a bathtub for the smaller children, mostly Seth. I don't really skip a beat making a meal in the bus as opposed to in a conventional kitchen. Like to do chores?
My chores are making my bed, vacuuming, doing dishes, clearing off the counters, and doing whatever my mom wants me to.
Doing dishes and making my bed. I like to help with toys and some Legos.
Vacuuming and taking out the trash and doing dishes. Laundry, vacuuming, and keeping the toilets clean.
The door right on your right is the bathroom, and where we have a toilet and stone tiles on the floor and our shower.
For the kids, the shower is perfect because they're tiny and they have tiny bodies, so it's not a big deal having that size of a shower. But for an adult, it can be a little bit tight. What we do to make a little extra room is that we have the shower curtain is strung across by a bungee cord. And then that is really neat because it allows us to hook another bungee cord to that. And when we pull it, the bungee cord gives, and it makes the space maybe about 8 inches larger.
So I'm standing in the Good News Bus shower right now. As you can see, it is a little tight, but there is enough room to take a shower in here. I've got decent arm room here, and it works good for taking a shower.
And then another thing that we did is we put an outdoor shower, and that is extremely handy because if the kids are dirty, they've been down by the lake, they have sand on them, or they're coming back and they want to rinse off, that they are already in their swimsuits, they take their outdoor shower, and it's really nice.
Underneath here, you'll see we have a gray water tank. It services our kitchen sink, shower, and our washing machine that's in the back of the bus. This is the bathroom window right here, and the black water tank sits directly below the toilet.
Next to the refrigerator, we put a built-in trash can. It's actually fairly large, so that's very nice because it's a pull-out trash can, so it just slides out, and that's Ashton's job. So his chore is to always keep the trash can fresh and changed.
I really wanted to get a 3-way fridge so that we were able to function under any circumstance. So whether it's 12 volt, whether it's propane or 110 electricity.
I am often surprised how much that fridge can hold. In fact, there's been times when we're moving out of the house and into the bus, and I just went grocery shopping and I'm thinking, how am I going to fit all this food into this refrigerator? You know, it takes some organization, putting things in such a way, but it holds tons of food. And then it has the freezer too, so that's really nice. Below the fridge, we put a vent, and that gives us access to our hot water heater.
I knew that hot water was going to be an issue for our family. I mean, we have a huge family. A normal RV hot water heater was not going to be enough. They only make, I think, usually between a 6-gallon and up to a 10-gallon hot water heater. So we did some research on that, and we found the Precision Temp RV 500 hot water heater, which is an endless hot water heater.
And that's one luxury that we have in the bus that we don't normally have in our house, is that we always have hot water with the hot water heater. As you come down the hallway is the bunk room, and that's where the kids have their bunk beds. So there's 4 beds in there.
Below each one of these 2 bunks, there's storage. So they flip up and provide a lot of space under there for putting bins or toys or extra clothes or any type of storage items that need to be stored.
I like that there's room for my Legos under the bunk bed. What I like about my own bed in the bunk room is that even though it's small, it still feels like I got my own bedroom.
This bed's like this top, and there's actually beds down here. I like the lots of beds in the bus, but I really like the toys. The rest is very cool.
We chose to homeschool our kids, and it's another area where it has brought us really together as a family, because we get to know our children as they grow up and learn their strengths and their weaknesses, and we're able to help them in that. And Julie is just an excellent teacher.
Ashton, how do you spell math?
Math.
What color is the grass?
Green?
That's right. But can you say green? How do you spell school?
SCHOOL.
Ashton, what is 8 plus 5 subtract 2 times 3?
33.
Good. Isaiah, spell reading.
READING.
Good. Elisha, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I don't know.
Ethan, go stand in the corner. Living in a small space with a family of 9 has lots of challenges. But the thing that's really special about living in the smaller space is that we find that we spend more time together, that the kids will sit down and play board games, that they'll interact more with each other, where in a larger house they were off in their rooms doing their own thing. And having alone time in your own space is important too, but I must say that living in the smaller space has brought us all together. We have a private bedroom that's separated from the bunk room by a door. As soon as you come through that door, on either side you'll see closets. Normally it'd be a his and her closet, but Shane and I share one, and then the kids, Arwen, Kira, and Seth, share the opposite side closet. Then we have a TV that hangs on the wall, and that's to the left. On the opposite side, we have reading lights that are hung underneath the cabinets. The cabinets are on both sides of the bus, and those hold the kids' clothes. There is tons of room in those cabinets, and it provides a perfect amount of space for our needs. We did something very special is that over our bed we put what looks like a bookshelf, but the back side of the bookshelf hinges open and it leads to the back of the bus where we have our washing machine. Often the kids will just throw their dirty laundry and whatnot through the back opening.
I love in the evenings that we make lots of popcorn and we usually watch Leave It to Beaver in my mom and dad's bedroom.
Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, hi, Eddie.
Hey, Squirt.
Are you looking for Wally?
Sure I am. Who else am I looking for?
Okay, I'll go get him.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Cleaver.
Why, hi, Eddie.
Gee, Mrs. Cleaver, you even look beautiful in an apron.
Oh, thank you. Are you looking for Wally?
Yes, I sent that little squirt. I sent Beaver up to go get him.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Under our bed, we have a lot of storage. We have an area that houses two 40-gallon freshwater tanks, which are filled by this port right here. In front of those, we have a large space of storage area. This will bypass the tanks and allow us to just use the pressure that's coming in from the hose. Behind the bus, the back door opens up, and it's separated by a wall from the front of the bus, and we have lots of storage back there. You can fit a lot of things. We have our washing machine back there, and we have our propane tanks. We also have the cord back there for a generator.
Where it would normally say school bus, we decided to put our name there. So it's really neat because there's a special light at the front and at the rear, and it lights up our name and our logo at night, so it's really neat. Whenever Shane and I are designing anything, one motto that we have is lighting sells. So we always put tons of lighting into any project that we do because it lights up everything so well. It makes your space more comfortable, and it just makes it look nicer.
Of course, they're 12-volt lights. They don't put out, they're like 10-watt lights. They don't put out as much light, but when they're all on, it looks really, really nice. We have them installed in the bunk room and the trim and pendant lights throughout the bus, and the lighting just really turned out great. We hope you enjoy meeting our family and touring the Good News Bus.
And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, let us know in the comments section below.
Please subscribe to our channel and like this film. If you'd like to know more about our music, go to shanegood.com where you can sample free music.
And if you're considering converting a bus like the Good News Bus, you can check out our blog at goodnewsbus.com.
It's a great resource because we blogged each step of the Good News Bus project from the very beginning to the very end. From the Good News Bus, we all say goodbye!